Empowerment Through Knowledge Publishing and Serena Stone present the Tequila Drinker's Guide to Health and Wellness Radio Hour with your host, author and medical Qigong educator, Serena Stone. Featuring the director of the Universal Healing Tao and author of dozens of books on natural health and longevity, Tao Master Montauk Chia. This show is for all of us who work hard and play hard. Those of us who are willing to try new things to improve their life, and those who will not tolerate victimization as an answer to health and wellness issues. And now, the Tequila Drinker's Guide to Health and Wellness, Episode 11. Psychedelics? Yeah, baby. On today's show, Master Chia talks about psychedelic tripping, the Taoist way. The truth is, you don't need to take drugs to have a psychedelic experience. Chinese monks have been doing it for thousands of years.
Today's trivia is from boldsky.com. Fact: DMT, short for dimethyltryptamine, is a compound secreted by the pineal or pineal gland of the human brain. Fact: the structure of DMT resembles that of neurotransmitters themselves, thereby allowing to break the brain-blood barrier and act as a powerful hallucinogenic drug. Fact: DMT exists in all life forms, meaning DMT is a compound that is present in living entities, both plants and animals alike. Fact: DMT is secreted by the pineal gland. This gland saw no constructive use to the body's functioning according to medical science. But quite ironic is the fact that the pineal gland is one of the most protected areas in the human brain. Fact: medical science is of the understanding that DMT is synthesized by our body, and the synthesis peaks from 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. Fact: some scientists wonder why this compound exists in such abundance in nature. On today's show, Master Chia talks about psychedelic tripping, the Taoist way. Hi guys, this is Serena, and I just want to tell a short story today before we bring Master Chia on. I began studying with Master Chia over 20 years ago, and I had an experience the day after I got the point where the heart is on my microcosmic orbit to open, and that I was going for a walk in the desert, and all of the green cactus in the desert all of a sudden had a big red aura. I could see colors for the first time. They were always there. I could just never see them. Well, I thought somebody put some drugs in my coffee, and I was very angry about it. So I began to walk back to where all my friends were. I was going to yell at somebody for putting drugs in my coffee. But I began to realize very quickly, as the visions began to go away, that this was not my brain on drugs. This was DMT in my system being released, and I was seeing what was always there. Master Chia, what makes human beings feel like they're having a psychedelic experience?
In the DAOs, we talk because we call the dark room experience, and the most important part, this experience actually we only have one time. In a normal way, we only have one time in our life. That means in a moment of death. Okay, when the moment of death, we say the kidney and adrenal gland push all the energy out and put the soul spirit out, and we see color, see vision, see things that what we believe, we see them. we call a death hormone. In the Taoism, we say enlightenment hormone. Now, and so this one go back to many thousand years. The Tao master discovered that in the beginning, they start with external one. So they use a lot of we call pill, or we call the elixir. So elixir, a portion of elixir is mercury. And
wait a minute, do you mean the element or the planet?
That means the mercury.
Mercury, like the metal.
Yeah, the metal.
Liquid metal. Okay.
And they put so many other things in. Actually, it's all poison.
Yeah.
And when they burn it, and they say they think they can tune down the poison, and when they take it, they go in. So now this is the biggest problem in the human history, because they can experience, or we call enlightenment, or we call near-death experience, or we call people call so many other things, because they cannot have this experience in a normal life. But when they take drugs, and the drugs actually make the person close to death, and it fool the adrenal gland and kidney, and adrenal gland have to fight for the death, and they think that if the drugs strong enough, they think that, hey, I'm gonna die. So now when we are small in a dark room, in the mother womb is dark, so we prepare a death hormone under the pineal gland. So we call it death hormone. But in the Tao, we will not call death hormone, we call enlightenment hormone, because under the pineal gland, only when we close to death, we have to pour all the energy. So the whole body energy, kidney energy, adrenal gland energy coming up, and push the soul spirit out, and we see light in color. So we are and we finish, and we die. Okay.
What a great way to go, though.
Yes, it's a good way. But if we have a drugs and we control the drug, it keeps your experience very closely like death. So every time the people taking a drug, all the body think that we're gonna die, they give all the energy for them to push the soul out.
Jeez.
So that's why when people use this kind of drugs, one time they cut when they're healthy, it cut out 10% of their life force.
Oh.
And if they do the second time, it cuts 20%. The third time, 30%. If you go beyond that, it can cut half of the life off, 50% off. So when people on drugs, they have no way. In the Tao way, we use practice, Chi energy, but because we know now that, so a lot of people, when they quiet, calm down, relax, especially in a dark or in the early morning, because the body started to have enough energy, and they will activate, we call in the darkness, it change, we call it, because the same, now we know that it's the same chemical. So 5-HTP, that is a chemical that the food making it, and it change to melatonin, and it change to, if we have enough melatonin, that means you sleep and you have enough melatonin, it can change into 5-HTP, means see vision, see color, hear music. And in the DMT is our body experience, because out of this is the same melatonin.
Wait a minute. I've heard DMT called the spirit molecule. They call tequila a spirit too. So what does it mean?
Actually, the DMT is we control them by practice or by drugs, you see?
Right.
So the people by drugs, when they have our body experience, it's just like they never experience it. It's just like you put a child in a jungle. They get out, the soul spirit get out, they go into the why I am. And they see all kind of vision and everything, they never train. Now, in a Tao way, you train by control energy, by accumulate enough melatonin. And the melatonin itself, it will convert themselves into fire. So you sit down, you see color, you see vision. But in the Tao said, we don't want to see color. We don't want to see vision. We want this energy convert them into energy. We want because all this vision need energy.
Yes.
Like if you have a mobile telephone, if you use them for calling, for getting message, you can use for 1 day or 2 days. If you watch a TV or watch YouTube, immediately in 1 hour, your battery off.
You're right.
You run out. Now, a lot of people, they just want to sit down and see vision, see color, see all kind of things. Actually, it's just an image because it have to come from the energy. But no image is not a real thing that you really want to see. So the master said, if you understand that the whole universe is energy, it saved me life many times. Because sometimes when I see color, I say, okay, my master said, turn them into energy. And now I have more energy immediately because my energy not turned into image. You see color, because color image is energy. And you need energy to build up an image.
Well, some of the people I've spoken to that take these adventures with ayahuasca and LSD and MDMA, all these things that they take, they're looking for answers.
But they cannot control it.
No, they're looking. Also, some of them will go with a spirit guide, or they'll say a shaman. They're looking for answers to their problems, answers to their questions. And it doesn't really sound like you think this is a great
they drain the energy, and the problem get worse because nobody can solve your problem unless you have enough energy to solve your own problem.
Wow. All right then. So do you think what we see is real, and can we learn from the things that we see when we meditate?
The whole key is that in the universe, if a receiver, you say a receiver that you tune into receive, it's an energy. It comes like everything is a wave. So now we know everything comes as a wave.
Yes.
So if you tune down this wave, the same wave, if I receive, if I don't tune down on the image, I don't see the image. I hear the sound, or I see the energy, or I feel energy. It's a wave. It's a wave, and when you have a receive, if you tune, I want to see color, I want to see vision, I want to know something that I never know, and you tune out that kind of thing. But in the vision thing, you turn on the TV day and night. It takes so much energy.
Yes, it does.
Are you going to pay for the bill? Okay, you have to pay for the bill.
Of course, you have to pay the bill.
Yes, and where the money come from, where the energy come from, you use your energy to turn this. Right. So my master always warned me: you see color, you see vision. That is not. It's the universe. It's the energy coming. What you want to see, and you think about it, and you see that.
See it.
So when people are worshiping Jesus, when they get out of body, they see Jesus. If there was Buddha, they see Buddha. If they're Muhammad, they see Muhammad. Whatever they've been programming to, and they're thinking of the image. So the energy coming in, it turns to the image.
So it's real, but it doesn't mean anything. It just means that was what was in their mind.
It's an energy, but the energy tells us that what energy available come to me now. And I know this energy come in, and I can use this energy to strengthen and enhance me, and to build up my own melatonin. And because the DNT is separate, it's separation. Okay. Now people, when they never learn this, when they separate DNT is separation the spirit out of the physical. Because our body, when we come to this world, the spirit coming in and stay in the physical. And when we don't do anything, the spirit and the body are mingled together, and we cannot separate them out. Until we die, clearly so when the people going to die, they use all the energy and push the soul spirit out. So that's why the Tao said, always you must have enough energy to push you. When people die of exhaustion, they have no more energy to push themselves out. And they just drop down here and become what we call the wandering ghost.
Yeah, ghost.
Hungry ghost. Hungry ghost because they nobody give them more energy, more chi. And wandering because they are shy, they're wandering, they don't know where they are. And the lost go, wandering go, and it just go over. So that's why it's the pity of people that they don't understand. They want to see movie. You have a million movies to watch. You have a million things to do. But energy, all these vision need energy. You need to have energy on the TV and you can receive the image. But the image sent to you is energy.
Yeah, and it takes energy to receive
it and to convert the energy into the picture, the image and color. And when I receive color, I say, okay, my red color is for my heart. And I strengthening my heart. And now when I see a blue color, I say, my liver needs some more energy. I bring the blue color, my kidney, I bring energy. I bring the blue color into my kidney. But if I convert them into picture, I don't have it.
So you can see a picture, see a color for a few seconds. You have the message from the universe. You don't really need to be on a 6-hour visual adventure to hear
You're spending all your energy, and these people are so weak.
This is the first time I've ever heard this conversation. For me, this is amazing. Okay. In your resort, Dao Garden, you have a dark room retreat for 3 weeks, and you always sell out. What happens to the people in there?
The whole key, we're doing the same thing, is that we need to see the color of the visions. But as we say that when you turn the image, the energy into image, your body have to convert that energy into image. And oftentimes it's whatever you dream or you train, you see those pictures.
Sure.
But the whole key is that in the Tao said, when you train in this way, you attract certain energy that you need. The body started to know it. So the energy usually come up with light, with color, with violet light. And violet light, when we have a crystal room or the center, is captured light. Okay? Like you see light here. So now we see the light is white. But all the light come to us is rainbow color. How can you prove that a rainbow color? You put a prism and you put on the light shining to it, and it capture the light and make it to rainbow color. Now the crystal room is exactly that.
Crystal room is the pineal gland?
The center of the brain. It includes the pineal gland, thalamus, hypothalamus, pituitary gland, they all put together.
Okay.
So when the light comes in like prism, it spread out the light. Now, you want them to see vision, or you want them to strengthening what you need. Now, in the Tao said, when it spread out, this crystal room spread out into rainbow color. Rainbow color, what is red color? We have red, we have blue, we have green, we have yellow, we have all the rainbow color. In the Tao said, hey, your organs is built up with this energy. So the red go to the heart, the green go to the liver, the blue go to the kidney, and the white go to the lung, and the yellow go to the spleen. Now the crown, all the gland need what we call by red and violet and yellow color. Okay, so now you are strengthening your body to producing more. We call a spiritual molecule is the DMT. DMT means when you have enough, they will started to move your body and the soul and spirit separate, because the soul and spirit is a spirit, but the DMT is a separation. Okay. But in the people when going to die, this DMT producing a lot.
So wait a minute.
And they separate. They push the soul spirit out.
So
and they finish.
In the dark room, we can activate the crystal room easier?
Yes, because you don't see any. So in the Tao said, when you're in the dark, until soul, you cannot be any dark anymore. They are light.
In the dark, you see the light.
Yeah, when you are so dark until you cannot see anything. Now the real light, the true light, the universal light, we call the true light, the real light coming in. Okay, that is the true light.
How many days before you hear your students start to talk about seeing this light?
They have to be, usually everybody is slightly different. How much they've been exhausted by not sleeping enough. Okay, people sometimes they say, I can see they meditate and I don't need to sleep. And they ask me how many hours I sleep. I say I try to sleep about 7 hours. Oh, the people sitting there and they never sleep. It's okay. But let's see another 20 years.
Yeah.
Me and them.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And see who lasts and who can do things. Okay? So the whole key is that in the dark room, it build up when you sleep, and you don't see light because it convert. When in the light, when you in the morning, sun coming out, it convert the melatonin into serotonin. So if you sleep enough, you have enough melatonin. When your melatonin cannot convert to serotonin, the whole day you know energy, you're so exhausted, so tired, you cannot do anything. Very unproductive day because you cannot.
Is that why I hear the darkroom students, they say, oh yeah, I spent the first 2 or 3 days just sleeping.
Yes. So that's why we need them to sleep and sleep and sleep. And when they can sleep enough, they build enough melatonin. And the melatonin, it will convert in the dark, so we call a perfect chemical chamber. It forces us to have chemical. So now when you have enough melatonin, we have to take all the like meat, like milk, like protein, and turn them to 5-HTP. That is a chemical name. And from there, it's going to make the body, the pineal gland, and the small intestine, they started to producing melatonin. Okay, but in the normal people, we don't have enough melatonin built up. In the people getting older, they only young people, they sleep all day.
Yes.
And they sleep and sleep.
Yes.
The baby, they sleep because they have so much melatonin. But now when we grow up and we're so stressful, you may be only 3 milligram or 2 milligram or 1 milligram of melatonin, and now you have no energy, and you don't and you cannot convert to serotonin.
So after 3 days in the darkroom, most
Now
people,
you build up the enough melatonin. When the melatonin build up, now you're gonna convert them to serotonin, and serotonin. And no, sorry, in melatonin gonna be up to 5-HTP.
Right.
5-HTP is drugs. That means people try to see what is this. So they find out that this one actually turn them into 5-HTP. And when 5-HTP, they see color, see motion, they can walk through the thing, they can fly to this and that. They say, "Oh my God, I'm Superman." Okay, and
okay. So wait a second. So let's go back. This is going to be my last question for you on this subject too. So in your darkroom retreat, you're there to guide the people. For example, you said earlier in our interview, you don't want to spend all your energy on visions.
Yes.
Okay. So my question was going to be for our younger, inexperienced listeners: is it important to have a guide like a shaman or a Tao master when we experiment with this DMT and 5-HTP? Should kids just be out there taking LSD and having a party, or is this
no? The whole key is you depending on drugs and you drain out your DMT. And they burn out your energy. So that's why the shaman, they use they control. They say a shaman, they know how to control the drugs, but it doesn't mean a shaman will be. But many people, they use drugs, they don't know how to control. They have to practice a lot. But drugs opening, you see things and you think you know things. So a lot of people, they see things and they translate them out. And they can be, so at 100 people, so they like in the Los Angeles, I have one student coming in, he's a psychology, he's a doctor in psychology. And the way that he want to try drugs in different area in the South America. Yeah. And it's very interesting, okay? Every drug in whatever the regions, and when they have the so they want artists because they want to see the same thing. So when they have the same drug in the area and the artists, and they take it and they see vision and see color, and when they draw out the God, exactly the same, nearly the identical same as where were the drugs that they use in the area and the God that they built, and it's the same exactly picture.
Okay.
Yeah. So that a lot of statue, a lot of things is the drug build up because that drug affecting them to see that kind of
They all
vision.
came in with the same knowledge, so they had a similar vision.
Yes.
All right, then. So it seems to me if you're going to play with this, guys, you probably want a Tao master with you, or maybe you should just say no. In America, just say no means
The
regrets.
say no is easy, but they have to understand because every time they use these drugs, they burn out their life force 10%. The brain, the kidney, the liver burn out 10%. If you use 10 times, 20 times, your body burn out so much now. You have you left nothing. You only leave the shell. Your body only shell left.
So Master Chia has given us some very interesting information today. Now, the choice is yours. Have a great day and see you next week.
Thank you for joining us on another Empowerment Through Knowledge adventure. Want to learn more? Find Master Chia at montaukchia.com. That's MANTAKCHIA.com. Find advanced learning materials, books, and more at serenastone.com. That's SARINASTONE.com. Thanks for listening, and if you like what you heard, please subscribe today. This podcast was produced by J.C. Warfield Productions in conjunction with the Echo Chamber Studio, Minneapolis, Minnesota.